everyone, and welcome to the Journey Success Stories podcast. I'm Jennifer Shuffle, your host for today, and I am joined with Rob Quartz. He is the team lead for Platinum Partners Home and Property Team. Welcome to the podcast, Rob.
Hi, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for joining us. Hey, guys, if it's your first time joining us, make sure that you like and subscribe because you want to make sure that you get notifications as we have new conversations drop, just like this one, because Rob's going to give us all sorts of great tidbits about having his own group and the challenges that may come with that, as well as those great success stories, because we need to be celebrating one another. So, Rob, welcome to the show and thank you for being here. Please tell us about yourself. What got you into where you're at today? Because I don't want to totally ruin it. And yeah, the love that you have for the home and property team.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, my name's Rob Quartz. I'm the team leader for the Platinum Partners Home and Property Team. We're a real estate agent. I'm a team lead. We have um, three agents on our team and one assistant. And we love helping people find their new homes, whether it's buying, selling, investing in the real estate world. We love turning that real estate dream into a reality. Um, I've been in business for I got licensed originally in 2016. So about 9 years now. Um, yeah, just love helping people is the main reason why I got into it. I was a little tired of the corporate world and looking for a
Mm.
change.
So, tell us a little bit about what did you do in the corporate world before you became into this real estate business?
Yeah, so I was a worked at Citibank, had numerous
Oh,
jobs there, anything from customer service to collections.
mhm.
When I left there, my role was a new hire trainer. So that was exciting because you got to see again. I love helping people. That's what it's all for me. That's what it's all about is helping people. So as a trainer, getting to see somebody who's coming into the business that has no clue what they're doing and then 6 weeks later, you see the light bulb go off of, oh, this is how it all works. That's what drove me in that world. And then in the real estate world, you're helping somebody with their biggest financial decision that they're ever going to make
Yeah.
for the most part. Um, and seeing them, whether if it's a buyer, seeing them walk into that home for the first time
Mm.
and their eyes just light up because they just realized, oh, this is going to be my new home. Or at closing, or sellers, sellers can be a little bit emotional too, so I have one right now she's transitioning from being on her own to moving back in with her son. So it's that downsizing and it's being there with them and helping her. Hey, everything's gonna be all right. It's all gonna. It's you're doing this for a reason. Everything's gonna work out in the end.
Yeah. It's interesting because one of the things that we love to tagline is welcome to your forever home.
Mhm.
Well, at some point, we may become empty nesters and
Yep.
now we're downsizing and all the things. So, yeah, it's like graduating another baby, right? It's
Mhm.
not your forever home at that point.
Yep.
And so then you have this beautiful asset that you want to sell and reap the rewards of.
Mhm.
But you've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears generally into that because maybe you've not only refinanced, fought your way to pay for the thing, but then also maybe you had projects that are very instrumental with a very dear loved one that might not be with you anymore. So, yeah, helping people through that is huge. I've never actually thought about that. So, tell me, what is one story that you would love to share where you've actually, of course, outside of the one that you just shared, that you'll never ever forget because you do have that placement from but for a buyer but then also from a seller.
Um. So one of the great things about real estate is the fact that no two transactions are ever the same. Every single one will be different, and so that change is phenomenal. And it keeps you on your toes. You're not stagnant and stuck in your ways, right? For me, probably the one that sticks out. I had a buyer who was building a new home, new construction. Um, the builder rep told her lender, told the buyer's lender, "Hey, put this 2% on there. We'll figure it 2% buy down. You know, we'll make it work. We'll figure it out." Um, and did this at the very beginning, way back in the at the beginning of the process. Um, Literally the day before we are supposed to close, they come and tell her, "No, we're not going to honor that." Um, And I was like, that is absolutely 100% not okay. Like, we're not going to do that. So I talked to her, the sales rep. She's like, I tried everything. We can't get it. Okay. Well, let me talk to your boss. Talk to her boss. Yep. There's nothing that we can do. Um, I'm like, okay. So this particular sales rep wasn't one that I typically use. So I reached out to another one that I use all the time, or most of the time, I should say. And I said, who is the highest person that I can go to get this thing done? So she gave me the president's info and said, this is the highest person in Northern Kentucky that you'll find. So I called him. We had a little conversation. Um, At first, he was adamant that we don't do this for anybody. Okay, well, that's fine that you don't do this, but then why do you promise it? I have it in email in writing from your rep
Yeah.
that says that we're going to do this. And he was like, nope, nope, not going to do it. And I would not give up. And he finally said, you know what? If you will be there at closing, we'll make it happen. I said, done. We're on our way right now. Because this is literally, by the time I was able to talk to him, it was an hour and a half before we were supposed to close.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, we will be there. I will see you there. If you're gonna be there, I will be there. But I'm like, we'll be there 100%. So um that did a lot of fighting, and I mean that's the highest I've ever had to go up. Obviously, I mean the highest person possible. But I
Yeah.
was, yeah, that it's one that definitely stuck with me. Of like, okay, you're gonna go this, you're gonna do this because it's, it's just the right thing to do, and that was what I kept trying to explain to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
help me understand,
Mm,
in what world is it okay for you to, and less than 24 hours before we're supposed to close, tell somebody, nope, we're not going to do this, and now your interest rate's 2% higher. Like, that's
no,
not okay.
no, no,
So
no. Well, congratulations for not only fighting for yourself and the team, but wow, that's insane. And I hear, unfortunately, many of those kind of stories all too often, honestly. So, if you were to blast into the future 5 years from now, what does the team look like? Where do you guys want to be? And what does the dynamics and everything kind of fill us in as to where you guys are going?
so our team in so in 5 years, I would
Mhm.
love to be um the number one team in Northern Kentucky. That's ultimate. That's the ultimate goal. That will always be there until I'm there. Which we're, we do all right for ourselves. We're in the top 10 normally. Um, so, but it's like, hey, I want to. Top 10's great, but the competitor in me always wants to push for more, right? And honestly, we're a smaller team compared to the some of the bigger teams. Some of the bigger
Mhm.
teams have, anywhere from 10 to 20 agents on their team. So when it's like, okay, you're
Wow.
four people fighting against all them. So ultimately, I know we have to grow our team. And that's one of the conversations that I've had with a couple of the agents on our team. Um, Looking to do something a little bit different. And having kind of more of a business, so to speak, like, hey, I'm the CEO or whatever of the company. And then, all right, now we have, on this side, we have our buyers manager, and on this side we have our sellers manager, and then just kind of funneling it down from there.
Yeah.
That's my ultimate goal,
Mm.
to be have something similar to that lined up. Um, and 5 years is about the time frame that I'm looking to make that move. Basically, between 3 to 5 years is my goal, to have it to where we can do that.
I love this view because you're definitely structuring it for the growth that you're
Mhm.
anticipating and having you guys thrive even more because you're killing it. That's why you're, of course, with us today on this podcast. And so, really honing in on that and even looking at the team that you have today, the growth and the possibilities are endless.
Mhm.
So, really taking that and harvesting and having those conversations with the team of where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
Yep.
I mean, those are really great, fun conversations to have. So, if I were to spin it a little bit, what do you think is the number one challenge or opportunity that you guys have to overcome in order to get there?
Um, the number one challenge is for us. It's always hiring. And it's
Mhm.
hiring because I'm not the type of person that I'm just going to, hey, you're a warm body, come join us. Like that's not okay. Like I'm not.
No.
I have values. I have integrity, and I want somebody who's going to be hardworking. I want somebody who I'm willing to train you, so you don't even have to know what you're doing. But
Yeah.
as long as you're willing to put forth the effort,
Hmm.
we will get you to where you need to be. But it's finding that right balance of those individuals, to because I'm so particular about who I hire.
Yep.
That's a struggle for me of
Hmm.
getting them hired, because I want somebody who's going to fit with us and gel with us. I don't, like I said, I don't want just some Joe off the street that you know I want. If my name's gonna be on it, I want to know that it's done right.
Absolutely. Very well said. So, given that, if I were to ask as far as your culture, because what it is today probably isn't going to be, or it might still stay somewhat the same
Right.
to get to that 5 year,
Mhm.
what are some of the things that you're definitely looking for within that culture in order to be that thriving, successing number one realtor in the Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area?
So our team, we have three core values: family first, then integrity second to none, and then the third one is building relationships that last a lifetime. Like those are our three core values. Um, so you have to fit with those first off.
Hmm.
That's going to be the first thing. Like if none of those are you know, sit well with you, then that's that's your first strike right there. But also you have to be a team player. You have to be willing to understand that in there's enough business to go around.
Yeah.
And that's one of the so going back to the struggles and hiring people.
Hmm.
That's one of the struggles that a lot of agent not they starting off, a lot of agents don't realize that there really truly is enough business to go around. Like you don't have to go around bad mouthing other agents, or you
Oh,
know just trying to steal clients from other agents. Like there is enough business to go around. And the same goes when we get leads. When we get leads that come in, agents a lot of times on teams will well, why is this person getting all these leads? And I'm like, well, one, you got to be here, show up, and you
yeah.
guess what? You're gonna get priority, right? But at the end of the day, the leads are all going to be, for the most part, they're all going to be pretty evenly stacked, one way or the other.
Hmm.
So understanding that, hey, and if things happen, so like I said, family first. Like I will tell you right now, I have no problem. We have 5 kids between my girlfriend and I, and they all play sports or
Oh,
activities
wow.
of some sort, right? So I have no problem missing practice. That's not a big deal to me. Other people, it is a big deal, and they won't. Like my girlfriend, she will not miss practice. She's going to be there every single time. Um, other agents that I've worked with in the past are like, no, I'm going to be at every practice. That's fine. I don't need
Yeah.
to be at practices, but I'm going to tell you what, right now, I'm not going to miss games. I will be at every single game that they
Yes.
possibly have. So being on a team and knowing, hey, his family's coming first, are you
Hmm.
willing to step in and fill in for somebody? And I have no problem. I will not do anything, or I will not ask any of my team members to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. So I work nights, I work weekends, because at the end of the day, if they want to be successful, they're going to be working nights, they're going to be working
Hmm.
weekends. If I want somebody to fill in for me, guess what? I probably need to be filling in for other people too, because it's
Absolutely.
not just a one-way street.
Hmm.
So that's going long answer. Back to it is, the biggest thing is being you have to have that team member mindset and be a team player.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, and so I have two kids, and they're older. I had them when I was 2 years old. No, I'm kidding. So Brennan will be 22 next week, and my daughter is 19. And even when they were growing up, they were always in sports. My son played
Mhm.
ice hockey, so we were
Oh,
always
nice.
on the road over the weekend. So I hear you. And they look back and they understand that. But the learnings that they had from that team,
Yep.
commitment, and they get it. But I would also say, out of your three core values, you have a fourth one too, based off of what you've shared:
Okay.
abundance.
I like it.
So, because of there's enough for everybody to go
Mhm.
around. So, that was a big key takeaway that I had when you were actually going through that. So, I have some rapid fire questions for you. You ready?
Sure.
All right, cool. What is the key to success for you?
Hard work and integrity.
You are rapid fire. I love this. All right. What is your one piece of advice for other business owners?
um, don't be afraid to train somebody to take your place.
Ooh, I love that. All
I
right.
learned I learned that in BNI, actually, in my BNI group. One of the ladies there talked about that, and I was like, I like it. I'm stealing it, and I've started going with that philosophy.
All right. So I got to follow up to that one. So when you think exit strategy,
Mhm.
what's your runway? Like when is that exit? Like what's that date or time frame in your head?
Oh man. Yes, I have no clue. I mean, I would love to say, 10 to 15 years. Um, I, I have no clue. I really don't know. I
All right.
mean,
Something to think about for in
it
the
is,
future.
yes. That's something to think about. I know what I want to do when I retire, but when that is going to be, I don't know.
Well, and sometimes that exit strategy, it's different for everyone, right?
Hmm.
Maybe you're just checking in twice a year instead of actually being in the business. You're just working maybe on it part time and
Hmm.
still reaping the benefits.
For
Who
sure.
knows?
Right.
It's different for everybody. All right. So back to rapid fire.
Sorry.
That's my fault. I did it. All right. What is a book or podcast that you're reading or listening to right now?
Um, So I don't read a ton of books or podcast. I listen to sports podcasts.
Mhm.
But I will say one book that I read recently was How to Buy Back Your Time. And that was a good one. I like that one a lot. So I'm gonna go with that.
Oh, I love that. So there's also Eat That Frog
Eat
when
the
you're
frog.
talking about time management.
Yep.
That's a good one too. All right.
Mhm.
So here's sort of a fun question. If you had a little bit of magic dust that you could sprinkle over one spot in the business, what would it be and why?
Marketing. Um,
Yeah.
so that's one of my goals for this year is to ramp up our marketing. At the end of Towards the end of last year, I went to like two different, completely different trainings,
Hmm.
convention type things. And literally on both of them, it talked about it doesn't matter how good of a real estate agent you are, a better marketer will do 20 times as much business as the best real estate agent out there. And it's like, you know what? I
Huh.
started thinking and I'm looking at like, oh, yes, I see that because like names immediately came to mind of you're not the greatest real estate agent, but you kill it in marketing and you do a ton of business. And so I'm like, so that is my goal for this year is to improve the marketing.
What comes to mind if I say marketing is math?
It's a numbers game. I agree with that.
Yeah. So, as a coach, we coach about marketing is math and you have to have the ROI because it's what marketing is.
Hmm.
So, I'm looking forward to this. This is fun. All right. So, before I get to the very final question and your fun question for the day, share with our audience how they can find you, follow you, learn more, because we want to sell more homes and list them with you guys.
Absolutely. So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, obviously Google, Platinum Partners Home and Property Team. All of those are the names on there. Actually, Instagram is Platinum Partners NKY. Actually, is the little at thing in there. But Platinum Partners Home and Property Team. If you search that, you should be able to find us. Also, our website is homesingreatercincinnati.com. And from there you can see any home that's listed for sale in the Greater Cincinnati area, whether it's in Ohio or Kentucky. You'll be able to find that there as well.
Nice. Excellent. All right. So, we've come to the fun question. What is something that you've always wanted to do, but you've never done it?
So I love traveling.
Mhm.
Traveling is it's a great thing for us. It's just a clear your mind type deal. And there's one place in particular that I'm like, I at some point want to go to South Africa and do like an African safari type deal, something along those lines. I think that would be really, really cool to do.
Oh, I totally agree. That's on my bucket list. That's one of them for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a great conversation. I really enjoyed hearing your story. So thank you for sharing that and being here with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I really, really do appreciate it.
Of course, I appreciate you. I also encourage all of you watching to save the show, come back and watch it again because Rob really had some great insights, especially for business owners, but also for us homeowners. So don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel because you need to be getting notified every time we have a new conversation that drops, just like this one. So thanks to everyone who joined us today. We greatly appreciate it and we appreciate you. So special thanks, of course, to Rob Courts for being with us because we do appreciate it.
Thank you.